Hello and welcome to In Depth. I'm Tina Jha. In recent years, cryptocurrencies have taken the financial world by storm. Spearheaded predominantly by Bitcoin, there's been a phenomenal rise in the price of cryptocurrencies. Now, these currencies allow transactions to take place with a currency not regulated by any country. So this means their existence is completely online and their values are based on speculation. In a sense, they are decentralized, meaning no country or central bank controls their supply or price. Transactions are peer-to-peer with no bank or service acting as an intermediary. Today, there are over 1,000 cryptocurrencies in existence. Not just individuals, big firms and businesses are also getting into the cryptocurrency business. Recently, tech giant Facebook proposed to launch a new global cryptocurrency called Libra. However, the rapid growth and use of cryptocurrencies does not come without a risk. The biggest fear is that it can be used for illicit transactions and for laundering criminal proceeds that may or may not have started as cryptocurrency. So, owing to these risks, a government-appointed panel has recommended a complete ban on the use of private cryptocurrencies in India. Today in Depth, let's analyze the recommendations made by the Inter-Ministerial Group on Cryptocurrency and the basis on which they proposed a complete ban on private cryptocurrencies in the country. The Inter-Ministerial Committee has suggested outlawing private cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin in India. In addition, they've also suggested declaring any activities related to virtual currencies as a criminal act. The report lays down that all private cryptocurrencies, except the ones issued by the state, be banned in the country, and it also endorses the stand taken by the RBI to eliminate the interface of institutions regulated by the central bank from private cryptocurrencies. In November 2017, the government constituted an inter-ministerial committee to look into the legality of cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology in India. The high-level panel, formed under the chairmanship of Economic Affairs Secretary Subhash Chandra Garg, had senior officials of the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, SEBI, and the RBI in it. In their report, the group recommended a ban on private cryptocurrencies in India. The group highlighted risks associated with these currencies and volatility in their prices. The group also drafted a law, the Banning of Cryptocurrency and Regulation of Official Digital Currency Bill 2019, that mandates a fine and jail of up to 10 years for offences connected with cryptocurrencies. A repeat offence, as per the draft law, shall be punishable with imprisonment of up to 5 years that could extend to 10 years with a fine. The fine could be 3 times the loss or harm caused by the person, or 3 times the gain made by a person, or up to 25 crore rupees.
This is not new or unique to India. This has been, these kind of commissions and inquiry commissions have been established across the world in many countries, and they have all come up with different results. What has happened now is the report has been submitted, and the recommendation is in the form of a bill which would eventually ban all forms of cryptocurrency, and it includes minting of cryptocurrency, which means an initial coin offer, setting up a new cryptocurrency, or storing money in the name of cryptocurrency, or transacting in any way in the cryptocurrency model. And it includes all kinds of cryptocurrencies, whether it is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and 1,500 others cryptocurrencies which exist.
In other observations, the Inter-Ministerial Committee noted, with serious concern, the mushrooming of cryptocurrencies invariably issued abroad and numerous people in India investing in them. The report said all these cryptocurrencies have been created by non-sovereigns and are entirely private enterprises. Further, there is no underlying intrinsic value of these private cryptocurrencies. They lack other known attributes of a currency, including an absence of a fixed nominal value. That is, they neither act as any store of value nor they are a medium of exchange. The report notes that since private cryptocurrencies cannot have features of money or currency, they cannot replace fiat currencies. A review of global best practices shows private cryptocurrencies have not been recognized as legal tender in any jurisdiction. The committee also recommends that all exchanges, people traders and other financial system participants should be prohibited from dealing with cryptocurrencies.
I think we are opening a whole trail of underground cryptocurrency market where a lot of foreign powers will also try to influence, and this will obviously be used for illicit payment only now. So, but that's the genesis how we have gone. We've banned it. I hope we, at some point in time, in a few years, we review this and probably move from ban to a sort of a regulatory framework.
But as harsh as the committee has been with private cryptocurrencies, it has highlighted the benefits of the underlying technology, the distributed ledger technology, that is DLT, and blockchain. The committee has asked RBI to examine the utility of using DLT-based systems to enable faster and more secure payment infrastructure, especially for cross-border payments. It has recommended DLT-based systems for banks and other financial firms for loan tracking, collateral management, fraud detection, claims management in insurance, and reconciliation systems in securities markets. Similarly, DLT could also help remove errors and frauds in land markets if the technology is implemented for maintaining land records. With inputs from Leena Sharma, Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV. Time for a short break on the program. We'll be right back. So, although the Inter-Ministerial Committee set up by the government on virtual currencies has proposed banning of private cryptocurrencies in India, it has taken a lenient view on the government launching an official digital currency. It has asked the government to keep an open mind on the matter.
The Inter-Ministerial Committee, while suggesting a crackdown on cryptocurrency, has strongly batted for the introduction of an official digital currency, or ODC, which can be given the status of a legal tender regulated by the Reserve Bank of India. The committee notes that while the concept of electronic money transfer is not new, what distinguishes central bank digital currency from the existing concepts and tools is the greater accessibility of central bank liabilities, as well as the better potential for retail transactions. Central Bank Digital Currency, or CBDC, is the digital format of fiat money. They can be considered as digital form of central bank liabilities. Some central banks have started considering the possibility of issuing their liabilities in digital form at some stage in the future. The interest in central banks' digital currency across the world has been motivated by the interest in technological innovation in the financial sector, declining use of cash in a few countries, and the emergence of new entrants in the payments landscape.
See, the advantage of cryptocurrency is that it's a universal currency. It is not regulated by any government per se, but it is a sort of a self-regulated technological currency. And this is based on a concept which we have all heard of called blockchain. Now, blockchain, what it does is that there's no central server. So there's, typically in a bank, when you do a transaction, this transaction goes as a request to the bank server, which says yes or no. It would deduct money from your account, put it in somebody else's account, and that person will be notified again by the same server. So there's a sort of I talk to the server and then you talk to the server model. That central server model is missing in a blockchain technology. One added advantage is that transactions will be extremely fast. These are lightning fast transactions. They don't have to be governed by any law, so nobody audits it. It doesn't matter if you're living in this part of the world and transacting with somebody on the other part of the world, making payments, giving services. So it becomes a very seamless, fast, very data protected way. So there's no central server which will go down and the whole bank collapses. That all is not going to happen. So that's the advantage side of it.
Traditionally, central banks have tended to restrict access to digital or account-based forms of central bank money to banks and in some instances to certain other financial or public institutions. CBDC emerges as another variant of money. Several central banks are, however, studying the implications related to issuing a CBDC. The Reserve Bank of India has also formed an interdepartmental group to study and provide guidance on the desirability and feasibility of introduction of the CBDC. The Inter-Ministerial Committee has noted that there are both pros and cons to issuing a central bank digital currency. It has said that monetary, regulatory and technological considerations are essential for the design of a CBDC. Furthermore, the introduction of CBDC would require significant investment in infrastructure to create and maintain a network through accounts or through tokens. The committee is therefore of the view that it would be advisable to have an open mind regarding the introduction of an official digital currency in India. The RBI Act has enabling provisions that permit the central government to approve a central bank digital currency recommended by the Reserve Bank of India to be a banknote and therefore a legal tender in India. The committee also recommended that a specific group may be constituted by the Department of Economic Affairs with participation from RBI, METWAI, DFS for examining and developing an appropriate model of digital currency in India. It further says that as and when the decision to notify a CBDC is notified, the Reserve Bank should be the appropriate regulator.
It's important to note that different countries have treated cryptocurrencies in different ways. This, which is illegal in India, is fairly legal in United States or Canada, across Europe, many countries. In US, for instance, you can trade in cryptocurrency, you can pay retail investors in cryptocurrency using your mobile phone or your email. You could pay, even Microsoft stores accept cryptocurrency as a valid payment mode. There are many countries across Europe where you can make all kinds of payments of services and products in cryptocurrencies, and many different kinds of cryptocurrencies. You can even hold asset in many countries in cryptocurrencies, including United States, UK, Canada, Belgium, Israel. All these countries you can do that, many others actually, and it is subject to taxation. It is subject to capital gain tax, income tax, corporate tax, and so on and so forth. So it's just like any other money.
Currently, access to central bank money is available over a prescribed duration, traditionally less than 24 hours and usually 5 days a week. While introducing CBDC, a decision has to be made on whether to make it available 24 hours or during prescribed duration. Just as privately issued digital currency offers anonymity to its users, a CBDC could also be designed to enable anonymous transactions. A decision needs to be taken on the degree of anonymity vis-à-vis the central bank. Transfer of CBDC may be done on a peer-to-peer basis or through accounts opened with the central bank. A key design feature is whether CBDCs would be interest-bearing or not. Both interest-bearing and non-interest-bearing CBDCs could be used for retail and wholesale transactions, though interest rate could enhance the attractiveness of the CBDC as a store of value. A non-interest-bearing CBDC would operate like cash. With inputs from Leena Sharma, Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Within the cryptocurrency system, all transactions are anonymous. The transacting parties do not know anything about each other except for a few lines of generated digital code. In our next report, let's understand what cryptocurrency actually is and what are the threats posed by these currencies that are leaving governments the world over very worried. In the virtual world of internet, we do a lot of things. Even as we sit at home, we play all sorts of outdoor games, from playing cricket, football and lawn tennis. We also have a monetary system that allows us to make payments involving digital currencies. Also called cryptocurrencies, these digital currencies have been quietly growing in popularity with an ever larger number of people buying and selling them.
A Bitcoin, which belongs to the large category of cryptocurrencies, is actually a currency which is like a digital currency. Any transaction can be digitally done also, except their own regulations.
The production of cryptocurrencies like bitcoins isn't anything like regular money. There's no central authority that issues new notes. Bitcoins are generated through a process known as mining. They can be converted into real money. Bitcoin ATMs are available in most major cities around the world that allow users to buy Bitcoin with money in the same way someone would deposit money into their bank account at a regular ATM. For those who get paid in Bitcoins and wish to spend their earnings, using a Bitcoin ATM to convert cryptocurrencies into cash can be a convenient practice.
The fluctuations in the pricing of cryptocurrencies is not backed by anything. Second, it is completely a non-transparent thing. And third, you do not even know how it originates or how it can be used. The usage also becomes digital, and you could use it for any illegal or for any other harmful purposes which will not be in the interest of India or for that matter any other country.
The value of Bitcoin is volatile. It is like gold with fluctuating prices. The higher the number of people interested in buying Bitcoins, higher will be its price. On the other hand, if a lot of people want to sell Bitcoins, it would reduce its price. To start using Bitcoins or other types of cryptocurrencies, you first need a crypto wallet. The wallet stores the user's private and public keys, which allows sending and receiving coins. According to the University of Cambridge, at this time, there are around 30 million to 6 billion people in the world who use crypto wallet. People invest in cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and sell them at peak time. That is, when prices are at an all-time high. These digital currencies can be stored in computers, smartphones, tablet, cloud, etc. In recent years, cryptocurrencies have exploded in popularity. Their anonymity makes them a big headache for governments who worry that they are being used for drug dealing, money laundering, or tax evasion. Bitcoin is a payment system on which no country has any authority. It is a currency with no physical properties and is present only virtually. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV. Global concern over cryptocurrencies spilled over last month when social media giant Facebook unveiled its plans to launch a new digital currency next year. It said people would be able to make payments with this currency. But there are concerns and big ones about how Facebook will manage the currency and also back it up with real assets, especially given its poor record on protecting user data.
In June, Facebook unveiled plans for a new global currency that it said could be stored in a digital wallet. Facebook called the currency Libra. It could be bought through its platforms like WhatsApp and stored in a digital wallet, Calibra. According to Facebook, from 2020, users can send Libra to each other as easily and instantly as a text message. Facebook says the currency will be managed by the Libra Association, a group of companies and charities that could include payment firms, digital businesses, the telecoms. Facebook even claimed Libra could be bought and sold on currency markets. According to Facebook, Libra is aimed at crores of people who don't have a bank account. Its target was developing countries and women. The company also said that the apps and services that use Libra will need permission of the countries in which they operate. The news triggered concerns worldwide, with US politicians questioning on how the currency will work, what consumer protection will Facebook offer, and how data will be secured. Facebook has failed to protect user data in the past. The US Senate Banking Committee questioned the top executive of the Facebook in charge of the project. Other regulators, central bankers, and governments have also expressed concerns on whether Facebook will respect anti-money laundering rules and whether people will trust it with their money. Facebook is already facing backlash over mishandling user data. It has been accused of not doing enough to prevent Russian interference in the 2016 US presidential election. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And that's all we have for you in today's edition of In Depth. We'll be back same time tomorrow with an analysis on a different subject. You can also watch our program online on YouTube and Twitter on the link given below on your screens. You can also send your feedback and suggestions about our program. Take care and see you again tomorrow.